How do you enjoy Thanksgiving and not let anyone take you out of your happy place, especially all the relatives and the craziness and the chaos and all of the hoopla of Thanksgiving? How do you stay in a good spot during Thanksgiving? Well, I got 3 things for you. This is from my mindset methodology. I don't know if you know that I've developed a mindset methodology that assists people in living in a state of power, profit, and peace of mind, but I have, and you're going to learn some of it right now. Okay, so here's the deal. You're at Thanksgiving, and the natural dynamic of family and friends and everybody coming together, and these are people that you oftentimes don't hang out with, maybe don't spend a lot of time with, and a lot of times you have a lot of history with them. So what we have to do, what you and I have to do, is maintain a level of consciousness. We need to be aware of what's going on inside of us, aware of what's going on inside of them, and then we need to practice accepting what's going inside of you and what's going on inside of them. That's high consciousness, because I suspect you're a high conscious go-getter, okay? So check it out. The first thing that we want to do is we want to honor people's style. Not easy. Do you know that you have adopted this crazy idea that the way that you operate in life is right and that everybody else should operate like you? And I know that you're probably very accepting. I know, right? That's the kind of people that watch these videos, but here's the deal, okay? Even you have things that bug you about the people who come on Thanksgiving. And your job is to recognize that for them, it's the right style. How they were raised, with their perspective on life, how they see the world, the experiences that they had, all of that stuff is actually perfect for them. You might have a preference. You might want them to communicate differently, talk about different things, be excited about the same things you're excited about, do the communication style the way that you do, but you know what? You gotta let all that go. If you wanna have an amazing Thanksgiving, if you wanna experience lots of joy, lots of flow, lots of ease, the main thing you gotta do is honor people's style. Now let me give you a little hint, okay? Here's a little trick from my NLP days, back in the day when I was trying to understand human nature. One thing that you can do to honor people, like the ultimate thing you can do, is to honor their style by adopting their style. Now I know that that can be, right, your brain goes like, oh, you don't understand, my dad communicates like this, or my mom communicates, or my brother-in-law, or my sister-in-law. You need to let that stuff go, and I want you to play a game. If your sister-in-law like speaks low and she's like this, I want you, just for fun, not making fun of her, but I want you for fun to honor and appreciate her style and just be slow with her and be like this and together and just really appreciate how she feels and what she's experiencing, and just get into her world by moving the way she moves, talking the way she talks, and using her same cadence, okay? Second thing you can do is when you're sitting around the table, just start adopting the body position of the people around you. And here's what I would recommend. Choose whoever at the table you are not necessarily totally connected with, and get connected to them by connecting with their body position. So if they are leaning up on the table, you lean up on the table. And what you're doing is you're appreciating their movement, you're appreciating their style, you're honoring them. Remember the old saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Well, at your Thanksgiving table, there's going to be many countries represented. Just jump in and be in each of their cultures with them. You're going to be blown away by what happens. Here's the second thing that I want you to do. I want you to give up that you're right. Give up your arrogance about how people are supposed to be. If you want to have an amazing Thanksgiving, if you want to be in a state of joy and fun and flow and energy, well, what it's going to take is you giving up your resistance to things. So don't resist people. Instead, give up that you know how they're supposed to act. What are you, the ruler of the universe? You're like the behavior police? Come on. Yes, I'm sure that you know how to behave in a way that creates peace and flow and optimism. I know that because you're watching this video. So you and I, we're on the same team, right? We're in the make ourselves better, improve team. That's the game that we're playing. But here's what you need to know. Not everybody's on our team. Give up that they have to act like you. Give up that they have to communicate like you. Give up that their perspective has to be the same as your perspective. Don't resist anything that they're saying. When they go, well, blah, 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 and I think that the world is like this, and we just had this thing happen, and right? When they do those things, you just go, yeah, that's right, and you don't even resist. You just go, really, tell me more about that, and you get in their world, and you communicate the way they communicate, and move the way they move. You honor their style, you give up that you're right, and then the last thing that I want you to do, well, you just be thankful. Be thankful that these people are here in this process with you. Maybe you're at their house, maybe they're at your house, maybe you're at somebody else, whatever, right? Can you just be thankful that you are in this environment? And can you be thankful for the country that you live in? Can you be thankful for all the opportunities that you have? Can you be thankful that you get to practice these techniques of being in a state of appreciation and flow? Just get really, really basic. Be thankful for everything that's happening. If you're in charge of cooking dinner, be thankful that you're cooking dinner. If you're in charge of cleaning up dinner, be thankful for that. If you don't have to do anything, be thankful for that. That's a pretty good deal you got there. Just get into a state of gratitude about everyone and everything, and it will blow your mind what happens. It will be an amazing Thanksgiving for you, and I hope that these ideas made a huge difference for you. Be sure to report back. So give me some thoughts right now, okay, on what you're thinking, and if you need clarification, happy to clarify for you. But then after Thanksgiving, will you just shoot me a note down here in the comments and go, Matthew, you're not going to believe it. I gave up that I was right with my father-in-law, and he just spouted off and blah, 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 and said all this stuff, and I was completely in the flow. I was honoring his style, and I was being thankful that he was there, and there was no conflict. I was resistant-free, and joy and happiness sprung up. It was so cool. Will you just let me know? I want to hear all about it. Have an awesome Thanksgiving.